BoogeyBeats. Ha 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 ha!
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again.
Hello everybody that's watching, welcome to the channel. My name is BoogeyBeats with the game reviews you already know. Today we'll be reviewing Kingdom Come Deliverance, released February 18th, 2018. You can pick it up for PC, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. We played this game for around 30 hours and I have to say, it's pretty amazing. Sure, it's not perfect, but a fun change of pace. Different from a lot of games I'm used to, the graphics aren't the best, but the game has aged well. Definitely would consider this game if you're looking for something that gives you a challenge, whether it's in combat, story, or survival. However, I wouldn't recommend this if you're new to RPGs and games that have survival elements. It involves some strategy and finesse. This game has minor spoilers, with only that being the beginning parts. The story is pretty solid. The prologue took me about 2 hours to complete, starting off by learning the basics of the game, such as combat and surviving. You start off by doing errands for your dad, get into trouble with your friends, and make a date with this girl called Bianca for later on that night. Your town is attacked by an army. You run away on a horse, flee to another town, then are basically told you can't leave, escape the castle walls. You can try bribing the guard. I just jumped off the bridge and escaped. Do a bit of running, go back to your hometown. This is when the game actually begins, after you finish doing what you need to do in your hometown.
Quickly! We have to close the gates! Move! Come on, we're closing! Move it, people!
Game mechanics is a hit or miss. You must learn how to fight if you want to survive. You can't go around beating everyone up. Swinging uses stamina, you attack slow, and have to make use of attacking in various directions. It does get better as you progress and level up. If you're attacked, you most likely will be debuffed with bleeding. Apply some bandages to your wounds, which can be found by buying them from the marketplace inside the towns. If you leave a bleeding effect active for too long, you will bleed out and die. Also, when your health reaches a certain point, you won't be able to run, mainly if you're bleeding from your legs. You will take damage from falling, running uses stamina, and so does swinging your weapons in combat. You will also get hungry and thirsty, manage those so you don't die, and finally you will collapse if you don't get enough sleep, so find a bed. Foods and drinking affect your stats, and drinking too much will cause you to be drunk, causing you to lose energy. Make sure to cook foods like meats, or you will get food poisoning in the beginning. You can just sleep if the food poisoning isn't too serious. You can only save your game with snaps, or you can just reach a certain checkpoint and it will save automatically. Don't try to be a hero in an early game. You will get destroyed by most guards, bandits, or enemies. Henry stands no chance against groups. They will chase you to the ends of the earth since you can't run very fast. Try to find a better horse if yours is too slow. I just steal horses. Most of my good gear was stolen. You can equip weapons or just brawl it out. I went for a brute build, all strength skills. Skills can backfire on you, so read what they do before getting them. Some main debuffs you can get from combat are arm, leg, and head injuries. Also, be ready for combat. Combat isn't very fluid at the start, but it is rewarding as you get better at the game and you have slow attacks starting off. You have a normal attack, which is slow, a quick attack, which isn't very quick, the ability to choose what angle you will attack from, switch it up to leave your enemy confused on your next move. The enemies do block attacks. The first attack should be used to break the enemy's block, then follow up with another attack to actually hit them. You can also kick your enemy, practice with mixing combos together. That's when the game actually gets fun. Perfect dodging at the right time will be rewarding since you don't use stamina, and you can also side dodge attacks too. Certain gear needs certain stats, so don't think you can just go equipping anything at the start of the game. Try using swords, bows, and a shield that you can steal starting off. Remember, Henry isn't the best seasoned fighter, just an average Joe like us. Pay attention to the tutorials. Don't be like me. You will need them to survive. The horse you get in the beginning is trash and very slow. Get a better one as soon as possible. Your horses use stamina too. It's that green bar at the bottom. You can do anything from talking trash, which oftentimes leads to brawls. When fighting, you can choose to spare your opponents. I just slaughtered everybody like a true menace. Or you could try bargaining for better prices at the markets. Romance in these thoughts, stealing, picking fights, and doing various quests. There are events in the game, my favorite being the tournaments. Fight a series of opponents, win, and earn some coin. Pretty simple. Hopefully you're better at combat than I am. I find myself getting sidetracked by the story. It's pretty good and filled with new adventures. Once you get into the groove of things, it does take a minute to get used to the survival portion of the game. There are so many things to manage, whether it's debuffs, health, energy, stamina, tiredness, or what have you. It can be overwhelming at first, but you will gradually get better after you unlock your first job. You can gain new abilities and skills when you level up. Try out alchemy, try speech, try whatever you like. Just have fun. Although some skills will come to stab you in the back, choose carefully. For instance, there is a skill that you stay full for longer, but when hunger starts to kick in again, it's twice as bad. You can get debuffs from eating too much, drinking too much, or getting hurt in combat. My screen stayed red from bleeding constantly and started my adventure. Keep in mind, this game is a medieval simulator and not a hack and slash game. This is no Skyrim, and it does remind you time and time again how brutal the game can be. So my advice is get good, don't suck, have patience, bask in your small victories, be smart, don't die, don't do dumb things. I mean, even the village drunk is better at fighting than you are. This game doesn't hold your hand, and good luck. Don't go around pissing everyone off. Your reputation means something in this game. Your actions have both positive and negative effects in the game. If you resort to a low life of crime and thievery, you will be chased down by the guards. You can bribe them, fight them, or flee. And if you do fight them, be committed to the battle, because they will chase you to the ends of the earth and try to kill you. Or you can just accept your fate and go to jail. Better reputation means better interactions and lower prices at the market, and bad reputations could mean people don't even want to talk to you. Your attack speed does increase as you progress through the game. At first, Henry will suck and everyone will destroy you. Embrace this fact and relish in small victories. Play this game with an open mind. So if you're into medieval style games, you might want to pick this up. You do have to manage a series of things, but if you're up for the challenge, you can definitely get this game. You can pick it up for $40 if you're tired of short games and like a real challenge. Henry is what you make of him. Go from zero to hero, be a menace, or for the people, seduce and romance females, including witches, save people, stare at people while they sleep, fight bandits, be a good person your parents raised you to be, or not. Be a ruffian if you like. The choice is all yours. The world is yours to explore. Will you die a nobody or be remembered as a legend? Only time will tell. Well, that's all for this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon to stay updated on our future content. This is BoogeyBeats with the craziest reviews. I'm out.
Do you need some help?